Hi guys, so I'm gonna do a few of these videos just talking and ranting. Recently, this year I've been a little bit more self-reflective. A lot of things have happened over the last couple of months that I think I need to take stock of. A bit regarding my financial situation, a bit relationship situation, my study situation. So here are things I would have done differently if I was 18. So I think everything that has culminated to where I am right now, there's a reason for it. So I wouldn't really change anything, but in hindsight, it's always 2020. So these are kinds of things that I would have done differently. And I hope that if you're a younger viewer watching this, some of what we said in this video can help you. So yeah, let's get to the video. And of course, if you like this sort of content, remember to drop a like, share, and subscribe. It's just going to be a couple of these videos and we'll go back to the fitness kind of videos, but this is just more of a reflective self-improvement kind of phase that I'm kind of trying to work towards too, and yeah, hopefully this helps.
Recording on all angles, bro. Wow. Okay, so welcome to the Alpha Individual Podcast. My name is Chin.
And my name is Sean, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that's really close to us, how we should have done when we were 18 years old and how we would do it differently now.
Okay, so I think a lot of people watching this, like, probably in that age range, about like 16 to about 25 to 30, I'm not sure, but like
Yeah, we're not that old lah.
yeah,
we're quite old.
pretty damn young, dude. I'm like 22 right now.
Okay, I'm 24, but yeah, so what you have done differently when you were 18 and now?
Okay, so I think first thing, right, is you think about this in a way where, like, if you do look at from it retrospectively, like, let's say you're not 18 right now, you're like 25, 26, you're looking at it for 18, like, I think you need to know that there's no best time to start something than now. Because like when it comes to this, there's always a few pillars in which you need to see how you can really improve your life. Because at the end of the day, like, three things that I feel most important is like fitness, finance, and like fulfillment. Like, if you know how to go ahead and like settle all these three things in a way where it just helps you so much, so you think about it that way. So for me, right, I think fitness wise, especially, let's say I would start fitness. When I was 18, I did a lot of like powerlifting. So I did a lot of stupid shit when I was younger, in a way where it's like I hurt my back, I hurt my shoulders, I hurt all my body parts, because like I think it was an ego thing when I first started doing powerlifting.
You have an ego?
Yeah.
I also have
just a little bit, but like I think when you first start, there must be a change in your mindset. Let's say you haven't started fitness yet, right? Like, fitness is probably the most important thing that you should start at a young age, because number one, your hormones are literally as high as it can get. Like,
Speaking from someone who studies hormones.
Oh yeah. But like, your hormones are as high as you can get, like, right now when you're young. So like, when you start fitness, like, your life will really change. But if you're into fitness, like, I think there's one thing in which a lot of us, especially when we first start, like, I know, like, you were skinny, is it?
I was
You were
skinny,
fat.
yeah.
Yeah. So you were skinny, I was fat.
Oh,
So
I started at 55 kg.
yeah, dude, I started like 80, but I was a pure fat.
So
80.
he's still 80, right? He's high. Like, so I'm 55 and I went to 80. You were
Like 80 went to like 85, but like
different, muscle.
Yeah, but like the thing is, there's a lot of ego compensation. I think that's something which a lot of people don't realize when they first start like the fitness journey and everything, and like becoming a better human being. There's a lot of ego compensation, and like for me when I first started, like I was insecure. I was really scared of like a lot of things. Like, no matter how much you build your body inside, like I was still innately not fulfilled, innately insecure about a lot of things. And I think that's something which if you, let's say I could tell myself when I was 18 years old, like, it would be not to overcompensate, not to let your ego get the better of you, because then you get hurt. You just do a lot of stupid shit, and like, end of the day, there's no point. Like, let's be honest, right? You deadlift like 6 plates. What's the point of deadlifting 6 plates?
Fun lah.
Yeah, it's fun, but like, it's like, you put your body with all that stress, you put your body with all that stuff. Like, there's no point. Like, I did like 5 plates, a little bit more than 5 plates. It's like, what's the point? Like, if you're gonna hurt yourself, like, there's no point. So
I think it's okay to get to that goal. Just don't hurt yourself doing it. That's where I'm coming from. Like, one thing I would say for myself would be to know that there are people who are better than you. Accept that your genetics may not be the best. Accept that you may not know it all.
Your genetics are pretty
A lot of people have like that ego complex that they think they know everything. They don't want to learn from other people. And one thing, I think the reason I got so strong was because I didn't get injured. Like, I think I wouldn't do too much differently. I felt like I had a good base. Like, I got injured when I was ego. I tried to do too much at one time. There's one time I tried to run like a 5 1.6. Next day I went to do dip. I did lift 5 plates. I tore my hamstring. Not tore, like I got very bad. Like what that, like this kind of bruises, those kind of. It was purple for a whole week.
I think it's like
it was probably a tear. It's probably a low grade tear. But like what I'm saying is that you should start off with doing light weights and building a base of knowledge before you try to go to heavy weights. Because a lot of people, you know, even if they take exogenous compound, let's say they take steroids, whatever, right? Just because you have the strength and the musculature, I know that's a very touchy topic, but just because you have the strength and musculature to do those weights, right, doesn't mean
your tendons can
correct.
handle it.
A lot of people try to go so heavy because they can, but I built a base of, I was benching 100 kg since I was J1, which was 16 years old. So it's been like so long, it's been so long of lifting like that kind of weight before. That's why I didn't get injured. Like I feel like that's one thing I would say, you know. Start with a base of hypertrophy and low weight, high rep stuff, and then I think that's where you get.
Yeah, but I think as a like let's say I were to tell myself when I'm 18 years old, right? It's to
just start as well.
Yeah, just if you haven't started, just go ahead and start. Like really, fitness, right, will really change your life. I think we're gonna cover this.
It's a perspective thing also. Like I feel like it helps you in every other aspect of your life. Like you don't need too much time. Even 10 minutes a day, right? I would say some people don't even do 10 minutes a day. That's why I'm saying like just start. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
Same.
Okay, moving on. What was the next one?
Finance, man. Okay, so finance is a damn touchy topic. It's a lot of people like let's be honest, at our age or at a little bit older or a little bit younger at our age, right? Like a lot of us, we're mentally not ready to take on this topic about finance. Like, and it's completely understandable. Like if you have not done any business, if you haven't done any trading, you haven't done any investing, you've never thought about money, like it's something where you don't innately talk about. And I think that's Asian culture in general.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, just
don't want to tell about your income, don't want to tell about anything.
Yeah, which is fine. But the thing is, I think if I were to tell myself when I was 18, I would have told myself to get my finances in check. Because I was 18 years old, right? Oh my god, thank God I come from a semi-well-to-do family. I'm not rich by any means, but I am okay. So when it came to this, like, all I cared about when I was 18 was lifting as much weight as possible, looking as good as possible, and just having as much fun as possible, which is not
fair for a 18-year-old.
Exactly, but like if I were to tell myself when I was 18, like what would I do different?
You spend what?
Oh yeah, I did so much. When I was 18, right, I like go to the clubs, just open table every night, right? It was like $200-300, I'll say $200, maybe $100-200 plus cap everything, right? Which, like now you look back, it's
I was like NSF that take the free drink one. I feel like my lifestyle different.
Yeah, but for me, like if you're spending money on like opening tables and everything like that, now can open because COVID lah. But the thing is like if you're spending on stupid shit like a Rolex, right? Okay, I don't think it's a stupid investment, but I feel people like buy it for the sake of it, like just want to flex all that kind of thing. But like maybe like laptops, like for the fun of it.
I bought. That's me.
Yeah, but like I feel
laptops are good investments though.
If you see it as an investment,
I mean, it helps me with my studies, my everything else.
It does. But a lot of people like they buy stuff like for the sake of having. Like wait, I think a dumb thing to buy is like LV wallets or like Gucci shoes or something like that. That's totally stupid. Like okay, if you make 50k a month, like fine. It's a percentage
of your net worth that you should make sense of. But I think speaking of this, like I don't think we are not well to do. We are doing decent for our age. That's why. But I'm not coming here as an expert or saying that we know how we're doing. It's like it's still a learning process. But about managing finances, I took a more conservative Asian approach. When I was 18, I didn't spend shit. I also didn't earn shit, which was a stupid mistake. Like, I feel like you can spend shit if you earn shit. Like, it's only like what I say is a percentage of your income. Like, I wasn't earning money, but I was just saving money in the bank, which I put into some fixed deposit when I was at NSF, 2%. And then now I know how much better I can do with my money. Like, the key thing I would say is capital preservation. If I were 18 years old, if I don't know my shit, I wouldn't invest. I wouldn't go into the stock market. I wouldn't know what you're doing first. So I think the biggest thing you can do for yourself at 18 is to learn. Like I feel like taking courses, learning about financials, reading up before you step into it is a much better option than just rushing into things. So don't care about your net worth so much at 18. Don't spend so much money, but know and learn what you're doing before you get into it.
Correct. I think, how I see it is there are two things that you need to know when it comes to finances at 18. The first thing, right, is you need to have the maturity to get it in check. Because a lot of people at 18 years old, right, they avoid this topic of finances simply because like they feel like it's adulting and stuff like that. But no, like if let's say you can make $100,000 this year, you might as well make $100,000 this year. So like that's the first thing you need to know. It's
How
like,
do you make 100,000? Okay, we'll delve on that later.
That is true, but more like you need to be okay with accepting the fact that look, you need to get your finances in check, because a lot of people haven't accepted the fact yet, and especially at that age. But the second thing,
it's fine lah. If you don't know what you're doing, that's why I say you learn.
Yeah, correct. But I feel like there are two things in which you need to understand. The first way is you need to know how to make money. The second way is you need to know how to grow money. I think there's these two completely different things.
Okay.
Yeah, because like
Explain.
for me, I know how to make money. Like, I'm pretty good at making money. Like I know how to get a bankroll of like $100,000 a month, that kind of thing. Like I've done it before. But the thing is like making $100,000 in putting in the investments and knowing how to do things like well in order to make it $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. That's something I lack. And I think that's where I pawned it off for a lot of my life, because like okay, all I need to know is how to make money.
Correct.
Then I'll let someone handle money. But then again, I got burned a few times. So that's how I see it. It's like you need to know, number one, like a mechanism which can help you make money. Like let's say you want to do like Bitcoin scalping or like trading or something like that, or some high leverage stuff. Like sure, go ahead and learn it. But I feel if let's say I was 18, I would probably do something lower risk. Like for me, I started an agency, right? Low risk. There's there's not much capital involved. There's not much risk involved when it comes to that. But for sure, I think it's definitely different. Like he knew the market. He knew how to play the market. He knows how to play the market. So that's why he moves in that direction. But for me, I feel like if I was 18 and I was telling someone at 18, right? Like go ahead and invest in learning. But when you go ahead and do a business, when you go ahead and try to make money itself, like don't do something that's high risk inherently. Yeah.
Because it's not easy when you get burned. I think the thing is, do lower risk stuff and learn what you need to learn before you try to do other things. And there are a few ways to earn money. Like you say, you can make or you can grow. You can start. You can do an entrepreneurship. You can really, like we'll delve on this later, but it's more of a product market fit. Find a need in the market and try to fulfill that. Like there are a lot of ways to earn money. And another thing is also to know how much you're spending. It's all about money in is one thing, money out is another thing. Don't waste money on unnecessary expenditure. Like what you mentioned about, we always discuss about this, about like overhead. Why do unnecessary overhead? Why rent a place, or why know all this before you take into account. A lot of people spend needlessly. They get their 2K paycheck. They spend 1.5K.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like so it's really the money out thing lah. But let's dwell on this another time.
Yeah.
Okay, about fulfillment. What we get done differently?
I think.
What's fulfillment in a sense?
Well, okay, fulfillment. I think it's like knowing that you wake up every day. You live a life where you feel like you're achieving something, and then you're going back to sleep. I think that's like, and then knowing the next day, like okay, like I'm excited, I want to move forward when it comes to that. A lot of people actually they don't know what the hell they're doing at 18.
Is fulfillment like happiness? Is it like the end goal? Is it happiness?
I don't think it's okay. Happiness and fulfillment is two different things. I think happiness is a state of like a
state.
current state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a happiness right now. It's like you receiving your paycheck of like $30,000.
That's not happiness.
Really, man?
That's gratification. I feel like happiness is a state. It's like when you're in love or you really like learn something and you feel empowered. Isn't it more?
Yeah,
that's to me. That's what
I think that's fulfillment. To me, that is fulfillment.
Then that's fulfillment.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
now that we clarify what it is, how is it to you?
I think when I was younger, like I believe in 4 stages of growth, personal growth. So the first stage, this is what my mentor told me. The first stage of personal growth, right, is getting away from fear. Alright, because okay, I'll tell you the 4 stages first: fear, anger, responsibility, and love. Okay, so fear, right, is the lowest stage where when you do things, you are motivated by the fact that you need a roof over your head, you need food on the table, you need like validation and just acceptance from others, because if you don't do it, you feel like you're gonna die. And I know that's a crazy thing to say, right? But a lot of people end up in that fear range, right? It's like, think about it this way, like maybe if you had personal fulfillment issues, right? You feel like, let's say you don't have a girlfriend or you don't have a boyfriend, and like you feel like you will die if you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend. There's some people like literally, there are some people like that. Like
I think
so,
it's me.
Okay. Okay, that's your shoot. Touchy topic.
Fine. It's fine. We're both fine.
Okay, but like, see, some people actually come from that point, and that's why they're motivated to move from that level. So I think that's where
as an inducer, also as a motivation.
Yeah, exactly. But the second level, right, and that's where a lot of people are stuck at right now. Is anger. Okay, in anger, right, it's like me needing to prove something prove someone wrong. Okay, and a lot of people live their lives like that, right? And when I was younger, yeah, it's so toxic. It's so toxic. Every day I wake up like, okay, I need to prove this guy wrong. I need to prove this guy wrong by making more money, by getting bigger lips, by doing this, by doing that.
I have that. But it also comes to play with ego. Like you want to prove people wrong. But people say needless stuff all the time. You don't have to take that into account.
But
yeah, it does. It happens. It happens.
Yes.
Human nature. Human nature.
So that's why when you wake up, right, okay, it's like a, but that's something which you don't feel fulfilled. You know, it's like if let's say, okay, I proved this guy wrong, so what? You know, and I think that
when you reach there, you realize that so what?
Yeah.
You finally reach that. You finally, oh yes, I finally lived this weight. Oh, I finally made this 100K.
so what?
And you suddenly like, oh yeah, what's happening now?
Yeah, like no one cares. No one cares. So like I think
It feels good lah sometimes. It still feels good.
it feels good,
But you don't feel good by proving them wrong. You feel good because you achieve something.
but that's like responsibility.
Yeah.
That's a higher level up where you
Yeah.
feel like you're responsible to other people and yourself. It's like you, and I think that's where a lot of fulfillment comes from. It's like, okay, I really feel like I am responsible for my own growth, for my own like moving forward as a human being. And I think that's where a lot of people need to get to. And that's what I would tell myself when I was 18. It's like I was doing everything for anger. I was so egoistic. I was so immature. I was like a child when I was 18. Like actually, so like when I realized that, okay, like I cannot be so angry, I cannot be living my life just to prove people wrong. I think that's something which once I knew that, okay, that really changed the way that I saw things. Yeah. So last stage is love, right? And I feel like this is something where, okay, touchy topic, but relation wise, I think like only God, like the kind of unconditional love, that's where you can really hit. Like if you can love someone or something unconditionally, that's like the highest level of fulfillment you can get. It's like how a mother loves a baby. No matter the baby shits, pukes, whatever, like destroys house, burns the house down, mother's gonna say, okay, I still love you. And that's the kind of thing. Like if you can find something like that in your life, right, where you truly love and you wake up every day knowing that you can do that unconditionally, whether it gives you money, whether it puts a roof over your head, whether it puts food on the table, if you can find something like that, right, like perfect. That pure fulfillment. I haven't been able to do that. But if you can do that, like that's amazing for you. I think that's where I see fulfillment. I would tell myself 18, like stop being so angry.
I think on that framework, if I were to stick by that, I have a lot of lacking points. I feel like the anger I have, the responsibility I don't have, like I have made those mistakes before. I still make those mistakes, so I can't claim to be an expert. I feel like in the other aspects, like maybe finance or fitness, I have more of my grounding there. But that fulfillment part I haven't gotten to it yet, but I feel like part of fulfillment is also passion. Like when you are passionate about something, you want to fulfill your dreams. Like I feel like you need to find your niche also. Like in that point, like I feel like I know that fitness and finance and marketing is probably where I'm going to go to. That's where my degree is. That's where I'm trying to brand myself as, and that's where I can move forward to get my fulfillment. But I feel like the framework, where it stems from, my anger, all this kind of thing, I still have to work that on myself. There are a lot of internal things that I think that I'm not expert at. You know, I can't say that I am now 24. I can't say I'm an expert at anything. But hopefully with time, we can grow all these things together. How do you achieve that? How do you achieve fulfillment?
Well, I think
hard, right? Read books, self-help. Try
no,
that.
No, bro.
Not as easy.
I think, okay, whichever stage you're at right now, let's say you're at fear, you need to understand what
all
is
stage. I have a bit of everything, I feel.
So you just take different points in your life, like different aspects of your life, right, are at different levels.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's like let's just say one example, right? I got a friend who it's a touchy topic, like hey, I'm sorry if I bring this out and I don't know if it offends you, but like it's something regarding like daddy issues, that kind of stuff. It's like no, for real. It's like they feel that without a man in her life, she feels like she's going to die. Like actually, she feels so insecure that she feels like she's gonna die. And I think that's real fear.
Actually, a lot of people have that issue.
Yeah.
It's not an uncommon topic at all.
Yeah, but like the thing is, it's you need how to solve that is really like understanding and really not say brainwashing yourself, like telling yourself the truth in today's context. Like if you don't have a man, like you're fine, or you don't have a girl, like you're fine. Or it's like little things like this. So that's how you get out the fear aspect. For anger, right? I think there's a lot. Most people are at right now, right? It's actually forgiveness. Actually
forgive yourself also for making mistakes. It's fine. Like, don't think that you are like infallible. Like, you need to realize that you can be wrong. You're not the smartest. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I think Okay, I'll give you an example. Like for me, like I think my parents, they were hardworking as hell. Thank God. Like, but the thing is, like they neglected me when I was younger, and so that's when I felt a lot of like hatred, like resentment. Not hatred. Like I don't know how to kill them, kind of thing. But like I felt a lot of resentment for them, because I felt like they didn't care about me when I was younger, all that kind of stuff. But and that's where a lot of my anger came from. It's like, okay, I get good results, like a straight A's. Okay, maybe they'll love me more. Right? Or like
you hit that and you feel nothing. You have the so what moment also.
Exactly, and the next thing is like, oh, okay, get straight A's for A levels. Like, okay, maybe they'll love me more. No. Right, maybe get the dream school. Maybe they'll love me more. No. Make money. Maybe they'll love me more. No. And then like I just kept going on a
self-love. As in like the basis of it is you have to find your own fulfillment.
Yeah.
You cannot find fulfillment from external sources lah. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah.
Like I think for me, I try to go that whole social media route. When people when I get fulfilled by positive things
More
and
likes, more comments.
and then I get angry when people say bad things. But there's this whole dichotomy of my own thoughts, like, you know. So where I'm trying to come at the end of the day is like, you only take every comment at face value. Positive comments, don't let it rub your ego. Bad comments, don't let it put you down. It's kind of know your own mindfulness, find your own fulfillment. Try to not take esoteric kinds of things as a way to brand yourself. Like you don't see yourself.
Esoteric mean?
External lah. Don't see yourself. Don't see yourself by how people view you.
Yeah.
See yourself by what kind of value you can add to other people's lives.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the day, I think that wraps up what we have done differently at 18.
Pretty sick, honestly. I hope that you all like gain something from it. Like honestly, like get these 3 pillars down in your life, right? Your life will improve, man. Like really, truly improve.
Just to be clear, we are not experts or anything.
Yeah.
We're still finding our own way in our life. But like, I hope it helps some of you out there because we had a lot of struggle to get to where we are and to like, we're not completely successful or anything. We're just trying to better ourselves and hope like this podcast or this journey enlightens you in some way. And yeah. Thanks for watching.
I'll see you in the next episode.
Remember, like, share, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Bye!
Bye. Pretty lit, bro. Pretty lit.